Arnold, that's the cowboy at WYNA. The weather outside partly cloudy, hot and hazy through tomorrow with a chance of afternoon and evening thunder showers. Partly cloudy and warm tonight with a low of 70 degrees, the high tomorrow around 90. The probability of precipitation 30% today and tonight, rising to 40% tomorrow. It's currently 88 degrees under cloudy skies with Olivia Newton-John.
You think the world should see things your way. Love, I know you. You think good fortune's here to stay.
And to
It's so lonely, baby. Well, they're so lonely. They'll be so lonely they could die.
Elvis Presley, that's Heartbreak Hotel, 18 minutes after 4 o'clock in Music Country, WYNA. Ronnie Milsap, that girl who waits on tables at 7:28. Say Wake Technical Institute still has some openings in several technical and vocational curriculums for the fall term. Jobs are available and Wake Tech can help you become more employable. Phone Wake Tech at 772-7500 so your future will pay off.
Yonder comes that late addition to our wagon train, cowpoke.
Jim Penix Homes, 3804 South Wilmington Street in Raleigh.
Brownie's Country Good, that's Don Murray's Barbecue.
Don Murray's, North Boulevard, opposite Westinghouse, and in Zebulon's Wedgwood Shopping Center.
Too bad your car doesn't get better as it gets older. Quality for your car and budget at Maaco.
Here's the latest worldwide news.
WYNA.
See you on Sunday. That's Glenn Campbell. Say Now Paul Harvey comes your way 3 times daily on WYNA. The morning news at 8:30 and the noontime edition at 12:30. And his brand new show, The Rest of the Story, that's at 4:55. Hear America's favorite news commentator, Paul Harvey, exclusively on Music Country, WYNA.
If you think the world has forgotten how to live,
WYNA.
Oh, I love her and I just can't live without her.
Hoyt Axton at WYNA, gone to heaven in a flash of fire. That's got to be the weirdest high I've ever heard of.
You are my special angel.
Bobby G. Rice on the winner, You Are My Special Angel. It's 4:53, you're in Music Country, WYNA with Mike Jeffries.
I could just sit around making music.
B.J. Thomas, I Believe in Music. It's 5:47 right now. Peace College will be offering a course this fall for persons interested in becoming legal secretaries. For more information, call the Peace College switchboard from weekdays from 9 until 5 p.m. Here's a song by request from Donna Fargo.
You're fast asleep and I'm wide awake as usual.
You're in Music Country with Mike Jeffries.
WYNA, Raleigh.
Eddie Rabbitt and Rocky Mountain Music. 4 minutes after 5 o'clock and 88 degrees outside in Music Country with Mike Jeffries. The Statler Brothers, I'll go to my grave loving you. 7 minutes after 5, checking out the winter weather. We have partly cloudy skies, hot and hazy. Partly cloudy and warm tonight, low 70 degrees. High tomorrow around 90. There's a 30% chance of rain today and tonight, 40% for tomorrow.
If you ever change your mind,
Yeah, that's Mickey Gilley. Bring your sweet lovin' right on home to me. The winter request line number is 787-8281. Give me a call.
I hear you knocking at my door.
That's Sonny James at WYNA, and come on in.
Love is like a butterfly, as soft and gentle as a sigh.
You know, in these days of high food prices,
YNA News.
That's a Porter Wagner song sung by Dolly Parton on a highway headed south. 5:17 in music country. Here's Ronnie Millsap.
At 5 o'clock, she knows I'll soon be home.
Del Reeves and Billy Joe Spears. WYNA Teardrops Will Kiss the Morning Dew. 5:23 with Mike Jeffries.
If you love me half as much as I love you, you wouldn't worry me half as much as you do. You're nice to me when there's no one else around.
Sheila Telton at WYNA. If you only love me half as much as I love you. Say, have the phone number handy for the new Wake County Emergency Ambulance Service. The number is 829-1911. When an ambulance is needed, remember trained medical technicians are as near as your telephone, and their number is 829-1911 in Raleigh.
Transmissions and ignitions and gears and hubs and seals, nuts and bolts and interlocks and tanks and brakes and wheels, alternators, generators, starter, solenoid. For all the parts for all the trucks, head to Durrell Ford. The place to go for parts for those tough Ford trucks or for Detroit Cat or Cummins diesels is Durrell Ford Trucks on the Beltline at 64 East. Regulators, actuators, stops and studs and straps, turbochargers, breather tubes, and don't forget the mud flaps, thermostatic choke control, air horn honking cord. For all the parts for all good trucks, head to Durrell Ford.
Suede shoes, leather shoes, nature shoes, all kinds of shoes are going back to school. The best are sensibly priced, well made, and fit right. They're the kinds of shoes you'd like to find for under $16. You can at Hudson Belk. Just ask for the shoes with the funny names, Tough and Rough, Bug Off, and Tag Along, and you'll get what you pay for. Style, comfort, and a kid's soul that really lasts. Tough and Rough, Bug Off, and Tag Along. Quality shoes for boys and girls from Hudson Belk. Sensibly priced.
Gonna find my baby, gonna hold her tight, gonna grab some afternoon delight. My motto's always been when it's right. Why wait until the middle of a cold, dark night? When
Afternoon delight.
You're listening to Music Country, WYNA Raleigh.
Here's the latest worldwide news from the American Entertainment Network. Bob Capps reporting. 2 U.S. Air Force C-141 transport planes based at McGuire Air Force Base, New Jersey, crashed today. One in England that flooded half a dozen low-lying districts and killed 12 people. Red Cross officials in Mexico City could not give an exact number of injured. This is ABC News.
Bill walked me to my door last night, and he said, "My girl, Bill, my girl, Bill, I can't say no."
Jim Stafford, she's my girl, Bill, so you'll just have to find you another girl, Bill. It's 5:37 in Music Country, WYNA with Mike Jeffries.
I said I'd never do it again,
WYNA, here I am drunk again.
Want to know how to start saving more money? This is Kathy with a suggestion that could help you do just that. Visit Jim Penix Homes and turn that money you keep throwing away on rent into an investment that'll give you immediate results. Jim Penix Homes has new and used mobile homes in 2 or 3 bedroom models, fully furnished and ready to go. It's something you know you'll have and enjoy a long time. So save yourself some money in a Jim Penix home.
Jim Penix Homes, 3804 South Wilmington Street in Raleigh.
With gas prices on the rise, can you really afford to keep your present car? Think about it, because right now, Charlie Weigel's Ford Country is having a summer clearance on sensible Ford economy cars that must be sold, including a big selection of Ford Granadas and Elites. Get into the model year savings now during Charlie Weigel Ford Country's summer clearance sale.
There's a nice surprise for you, the Charlie Weigel Ford Country way.
Save money now on a 1976 Granada or Elite. There's still a fine selection at Charlie Weigel's Ford Country, 401 Downtown Boulevard in Raleigh.
Oh, it's been such a long, long time. Looks like I'd get you off my mind. Oh, but I can't. Just the thought of you turns my whole world a misty blue. Just the mention of your misty blue.
That's Billy Joe Spears at WYNA, the song called Misty Blue. 543 in Music Country. Mercy, that's C.W. McCall, the Telluride Breakdown.
I hold the door and she steps inside.
Or newspaper.
Don Williams, and say it again. It's 541. We'll have full weather right after this.
The weather is brought to you by Thorne's Hardware. You know Thorne's for hunting and fishing supplies, and have for years, but we're forgetting a most important part of Thorne's name: hardware. Thorne's Hardware has everything you need to get a garden in the ground. West South Street.
Thorne's Hardware weather, partly cloudy, hot and hazy tomorrow. The low tonight around 70 degrees, partly cloudy and warm weather this evening. High tomorrow around 90. There's a 30% chance of rain tonight and into the early morning hours, rising to 40% by tomorrow. It's currently 84 degrees under cloudy skies.
I keep hearing you're concerned about my happiness.